If you live in the Midwest, chances are you've heard about this upcoming cicada emergence, and I am here to give you some tips and tricks for how to navigate with young kids. My name is Kate Ernstrom, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I'm also the executive director at Wildflower. Stay tuned for some more ideas. First and foremost, name it to tame it. So what this might look like is, looks like you're feeling really scared right now, or it looks like you're feeling really anxious, nervous, afraid. You know your kids best. You know what they might be feeling. And what research shows is it can be really helpful to label that emotion that they're experiencing, as it really helps regulate their brain and help them feel more safe, more in control. Second, validate, normalize. So what this might look like is, looks like you're feeling really scared right now. That's okay. That makes so much sense to feel scared. I bet a lot of other kids are scared about this too. And that's normal. And this can help kids feel like they're not alone and that there are other people that are experiencing what they're going through too. This might be an opportunity to share your own experiences of perhaps what you went through when you were a kid, if you're around during the last cicada emergence. Kids find it really helpful to hear from their parents and their own life experiences, so it helps them learn and grow. Third, help them reestablish safety in their body. So what this might look like is, hey, it looks like you're feeling really scared right now. That makes sense. That's okay. And let's try to feel a little bit more safe in our body. Maybe let's practice taking some deep belly breaths. Let's put our hands over our tummy and breathe into our stomach as much as possible, and then blow out like we're blowing out a birthday candle. Keep on doing that a few times and seeing if that helps. Other ideas might be like, hey, let's see if we can find all the colors of the rainbow outside. Let's find a red flower. Let's find an orange dandelion or yellow dandelion, whatever. Doesn't matter, just kind of helping them connect with their environment in different ways and go through the different colors. Other ideas, maybe they have an object, a transitional object of sorts that they like to hold on to that helps them feel safe. Maybe that's a stuffed animal, maybe that's a toy, doesn't matter what it is. Being like, hey, well, do you want to go grab your stuffed animal named so-and-so? Maybe he can help you feel a little bit more safe. Again, you know your kids best and you know what might help them in this situation. Fourth, as you guys probably all know, kids are naturally very curious. And so something that can be really helpful for helping them feel like they're having more control, more empowerment over their environment is helping them to learn more about these cicadas. So with anxiety, with fear, our natural human emotion is to avoid, try to get away from this as much as possible. And what can be really helpful is to challenge that. So maybe this looks like helping your kid get a cicada book from the library and they learn more about these bugs. Or maybe this looks like getting them a cicada stuffy that then they can feel like, oh my gosh, I have this cute stuffed animal that I can hold and connect with. Maybe they do some cicada drawings. Maybe you have a kid like my son who's very into history and gets really down a rabbit hole of the last time there was this many cicadas was when Thomas Jefferson was president, and learning all about the history of that time period. Again, you know your kids best, you know what might kind of hook their interest. And I do think in any way that you can help them build some knowledge, some understanding about these little bugs, it's going to help them feel more empowered, safer, and just more okay with the situation. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, be very mindful about what you're modeling to your kids. Your kids are always watching you. They're going to be watching your reactions to these bugs. If anytime you see these bugs, you're running and screaming away, which I get, don't get me wrong, they're gonna think like, oh my gosh, there is something here to be worried or fearful about. And if, on the other hand, you demonstrate kind of feeling confident, okay, of like, oh God, these bugs might be a little gross and it's okay, we're going about our lives, kids can really pick up on that and kind of carry some of your confidence with them as they're going about the world. So these things might be helpful. Other resources to kind of check out that might be helpful. If you have little kids under 6 or 5, Big Little Feelings has lots of great resources for helping kids manage big emotions. Otherwise, Dr. Becky has a lot of great resources for kind of helping talk kids through difficult things. And then we at Wildflower will also keep a lookout for any other cool resources and make sure to share it in our stories. If you have any other questions or ideas of things that might be helpful, drop it in the comments below and we can talk about that more later.